The story begins in 1981 backstage at the Lancaster Theatre when Gloria Graham is warming up her voice and preparing for a performance of The Glass Menagerie, when she is suddenly overcome by violent coughing and shortness of breath. Her condition deteriorates rapidly and she collapses in her dressing room, writhing in pain and crying out in agony. The stage manager knocks on her door to remind her that the performance is about to begin, but Gloria is in no condition to go on stage. Meanwhile, Peter, a young man living in Liverpool, is at home listening to his family discuss their upcoming trip to Australia with a stopover in Manila when he receives a phone call from the Lancaster Theatre informing him that Gloria has fallen ill. He immediately travels to her hotel in Lancaster. Peter finds Gloria extremely weak and barely able to care for herself. Despite her serious condition, she downplays her illness and asks Peter to take her to his family's home in Liverpool. Peter's family warmly welcomes her, and his mother Bella takes on the responsibility of caring for her. Gloria also asks Peter not to inform her family in the United States about her condition because she does not want them to worry. On her first night in Liverpool, despite being exhausted and in considerable pain, Gloria asks Peter to help her relax. While struggling with her illness, she reminisces of happier times and recalls her ruby red shoes in an effort to distract herself from her suffering. The film then shifts to a flashback showing how Peter and Gloria first met at a boarding house in London. Gloria, an aging former movie star from the golden age of black and white cinema, lives next door to Peter. He first becomes aware of her through the sounds of her acting rehearsals and vocal warm-ups. After their first friendly conversation, Gloria invites Peter to dance with her, and they share a joyful moment dancing to Boogie Oogie Oogie. Peter tells her about his dream of becoming an actor and his current job at a second-hand furniture store, while Gloria encourages him and speaks candidly about the challenges and uncertainties of an acting career. These meetings and heartfelt conversations mark the beginning of their close friendship. Peter and Gloria later go to the cinema together. Peter is frightened by the horror film they watched, while Gloria thoroughly enjoys its suspense and frightening scenes. Afterwards, at a cafe, Gloria talks about her personal life, mentioning her 4 marriages and 4 children. During their conversation, the bartender recognizes her and reveals her true identity, leading Peter to discover that Gloria Graham is the celebrated 1950s film star and Academy Award winner. Nevertheless, Gloria treats her former fame with humility and humor, placing little importance on her past achievements. Gloria confides that she has always dreamed of playing Juliet with the Royal Shakespeare Company. However, Peter jokingly suggests that she would now be better suited for the role of Juliet's nurse, deeply hurting her because of her sensitivity about aging and her place in the profession. Although the incident briefly creates tension between them, they soon reconcile, and their friendship gradually develops into a romantic relationship. Returning to the present, Peter's father Joe recalls Gloria's years of fame and admits that both he and his wife had long admired her. He is astonished to see such a legendary actress living as an ordinary guest in their home. Later that evening, worried about Gloria's declining health, Peter considers secretly contacting her doctor in the United States, but abandons the idea when he hears Gloria calling for him. Another flashback follows Peter as he travels to California to visit Gloria. At first, he is captivated by the state's sunshine and beauty, but Gloria offers a more realistic perspective, describing it as a carefully manufactured image of Hollywood. She takes Peter to her beach house, joking about its modest size while reminiscing about her years of stardom, including living alongside famous stars like Humphrey Bogart and Lauren Bacall. She also recalls advice Bogart once gave her about acting. Gloria explains that she no longer misses the glamorous life she once led, and instead has found happiness in the simplicity and tranquility of living by the ocean. Peter is then introduced to Gloria's mother and her sister Joy. During their visit, they discuss Gloria's family background, her lifelong love of Shakespeare, and her dream of playing Juliet. Although her mother praises Gloria's talent, she also believes that Gloria could have worked harder to fulfill her potential. The tension escalates when Joy begins discussing Gloria's controversial past and reveals to Peter the secret of Gloria's relationship and marriage to Tony, her former stepson. The revelation leads to a heated confrontation among the family members, culminating in Gloria angrily ordering them to leave her house. After they leave, Peter questions Gloria about what he has learned. Gloria opens up about parts of her romantic past, and Peter assures her by emphasizing that both of them have histories they cannot change. Later, watching the grunion fish come to a shore to spawn becomes a symbol of their natural, unconditional love. Concerned about Gloria's deteriorating health, Peter secretly contacts her doctor and learns that her condition is far more serious than a simple digestive illness. Despite Gloria's denial and her attempts to conceal the truth, Peter realizes that she is suffering from a terminal disease. When Peter's mother, Bella, witnesses Gloria's worsening condition, she insists that Peter tell the truth. It is finally revealed that Gloria has cancer. Peter admits that he has kept her diagnosis a secret at Gloria's request. While Peter's father and brother believe she should be taken to the hospital immediately, Peter chooses to respect Gloria's wish to remain at home. In another flashback, Gloria takes Peter to a famous restaurant in New York in an attempt to impress Peter, but Peter says he would rather spend a quiet evening at home sharing a pizza. His response delights Gloria, and the two secretly leave the restaurant to avoid the attention of photographers. On the way home, Gloria speaks about their age difference and her fears about how Peter sees her. One of Peter's jokes inadvertently hurts her feelings, but later visits her home to make amends, and they reconcile. Gloria then confesses her love for Peter and suggests that they move to Los Angeles together to begin a new life. Peter happily accepts her proposal. The relationship begins to unravel when Peter discovers that Gloria has lied about where she has been. His increasing concern over her health, combined with Gloria's determination to hide the truth about her cancer, intensified the conflict. When Peter tells her about a job opportunity in Liverpool, Gloria becomes increasingly afraid of being left alone. Overwhelmed by anger, fear, and despair, she eventually orders Peter to leave her house. Beneath her emotional outbursts lies the overwhelming burden of her worsening illness. Another flashback reveals that Gloria's cancer has returned. Her doctor explains that in addition to radiation therapy, she also required chemotherapy. Gloria admits that she refused the treatment because she feared losing her hair and believed it would destroy her acting career. This decision ultimately allowed the disease to progress and explains both her physical decline and her emotional distress. Back in Liverpool, Gloria's condition rapidly deteriorates, yet she continues to refuse hospitalization because she does not want her cancer to become public knowledge. Hoping to lift her spirits, Peter takes her to an old, empty theater and seats her on the stage so they can share one final, unforgettable moment. Determined to fulfill Gloria's lifelong dream, Peter invites Gloria to perform a scene from Romeo and Juliet. Together, they perform the roles of Romeo and Juliet with profound emotion, allowing Gloria to display her extraordinary acting talent one final time. When the performance ends, having poured all of her remaining strength into the moment, she quietly admits that she is exhausted. The performance serves as Peter's tribute to Gloria's artistry and to the love they shared, while also becoming a deeply moving farewell. Tim, Gloria's eldest son, arrives from the United States to take her to New York for further treatment. He explains that she will be admitted to the hospital as soon as they arrive. Seeing how frail Gloria has become, Peter fears that the flight could endanger her life. However, Bella reminds Peter that as Gloria's son, Tim has the right to make decisions regarding her medical care, and gently encourages Peter to accept that it is time to say goodbye. At dawn, Peter carefully helps the weakened Gloria down the stairs and into the car. Before they leave, Gloria quietly refers to one of their earlier conversations and softly says, "Don't forget Manila," leaving Peter with a bittersweet smile. She then asks him one final time, "How do I look?" Holding back her tears, Peter replies, "You look beautiful, Gloria, forever." As the car drives away, Peter breaks down in tears while his parents stand beside him, supporting him as he bids Gloria a final farewell. The film concludes with a symbolic flashback to the height of Gloria Graham's career when her name is announced as the winner of the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress for The Bad and the Beautiful. The image of her joyfully running towards the stage to accept her Oscar stands in poignant contrast to her frail departure in the present, emphasizing that the brilliance of a true star endures beyond physical decline. The film ends by suggesting that although Gloria's body ultimately failed her, her artistic spirit and the love she shared with Peter live on in his heart and in the enduring legacy of cinema.